Hello everyone, welcome to the day 2 workout that we're going to do based on the explanation video that I've already done, which if you haven't watched, you should probably watch before you have a go at this workout, because it explains the additional movements that we're going to add into our waza, which is focusing on bridging and shrimping actions, and goes through each of those in detail. So as with workout 1, we're going to start with just a basic warm-up. We're going to stretch, we're then going to drill the movements that were featured and explained in the previous video, and then we're going to put it together into some continuous routines. So make sure that you've got some space. Again, you don't need mats, but you do need a little bit of floor space, carpet, or you can do this on grass outside. So as soon as you're ready, let's go. So we're going to start our warm-up in the same way that we did on the previous session, but we're going to skip out a few stages. We're just going to go straight to legs up into triangle position. So we're going to come up and we're going to go. So remember, keep your spine nice and curved. Bringing the foot in perpendicular behind the knee, coming forward. And down, okay? And now we're going to add the next movement where we go foot into the floor. So we come over, post the foot, tuck the foot, come forward again. And then to the other side, post the foot, tuck the foot, come forward. Four more. Three, two, and one. Okay. Now we're going to go up into the kneeling position as before. So we're going to turn foot and then come straight up. So one, up, and then up into a kneeling position. If you want to increase the difficulty, you can go into a full stand. Okay, and then back, other side. And then forward, 10. One more. And up. Okay. Now we're just going to go into a plank position and hold. Make sure that your elbows are underneath your shoulders, arms flat. Make sure that your bum doesn't stick up into the air. Ten more seconds. Okay, so now we're going to go into press ups. What we're going to do is in the 10th one, we're going to hold at the bottom, just 2 inches off the floor, and then we're going to repeat. Okay, so hands underneath the shoulders, feet nice and tight together. If you want to differentiate this, you can go onto your knees, but make sure that you keep your spine straight as you drop yourself down. Okay, so 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold an inch off the floor. We're going to hold it for 10 seconds. And now 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inch off the floor. Ten more. 1, 2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10. Inch off the floor. 10 more seconds. And up. Okay, so you should be suitably warm at this point. We're going to go into the stretching phase, so if you feel like you need to warm up a little bit more, loosen yourself, just pause for a second. We're going to go into our stretches. So we're going to start this time from a standing position, feet nice and wide, hands below the knees, push down and back, down to the ankles, bring your hands to the floor, drop the elbows to the floor 20 times. And hold the last one. Bring your head to your left knee. To the right knee. To the centre. Good, and come up, push the hips forward, pivot the feet and stretch across. Change direction. Drop back. Make sure that your elbows are inside your knees and just push gently out to apply a stretch on the groin. And change. Come back up to keep it archy position. Push out the knees with the elbows. Straighten the legs with the hands slightly forward, and then slowly push the hips back. You're going to drop down, nose along the floor, and come all the way up, sinking the hips. And slowly back. And one more time. Down, forward, and through. Drop onto the knees, feet back, push right back. Right arm out, shoulders to the floor. Left arm out, left shoulder. Bring the opposite arm through, back of your hand to the floor, and your shoulder to the floor again. And change. Come into a seated position. So as before, butterfly position, your heels in, grab your toes, scoop them towards your butt, elbows on the insides of your knees. So we're going to grab our toes, we're going to keep our right foot in, elbow left leg. Try to make sure your leg is nice and straight, or as straight as you can make it. Now elevate the right. So you're looking to balance in this position so you maintain good core control. Elevate the leg. Okay, drop the foot, and then just bring the head towards the knee. And then down, repeat the other side. So heel in, leg extension. Again, try and make sure that you straighten the leg as much as possible. or as much as is comfortable. From there, elevate the support leg. Elevate the foot a tiny bit more. And drop the foot head to the knee. And down. Bonus points if you can do both feet at the same time. And hold. The trick is to try not to fall over, which is easier said than done. And then down. Okay, so that's our warm up and our stretch done. You should feel nice and loose, but if you don't, make sure that you carry on just before you get started. Next, we're going to go into drilling the movements from workout number 2. Okay, so we're going to start the drilling of the exercises from workout number 2, and we're going to take them slow to begin with, but obviously the 2 main additional movements that we've incorporated are bridges and shrimps. So we're going to drill each of those in isolation before building them into the full continuous drill. Okay, so first we looked at bridging. So the details are all covered in the previous video, so if you haven't watched that, then make sure that you do first. So first of all, just as a simple continuation of our warm-up, so feet in nice and high, we're just going to do a straight vertical bridge. The thing I want you to focus on is trying to arch the spine as much as possible. Keep the hands and shoulders flat to the floor. So from here, elevate as high as possible and then back down, okay? So from here, we're going to go 20 times. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's our vertical bridge. So next we did bridges to the left and to the right. So we're going to do this as a continuous flow. So from this position, remember we started with our feet. I suggested that you begin with them flat, and then as you develop you can shift and adjust the feet to increase your range of power application. But initially just make sure your feet stay nice and close. Remember you're going to turn your head and come over with the opposite side hand. So we're going to go right, then left. That's going to be 1, and we're going to do this 20 times. Ready? Let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's it. So those are our 2 bridges that we did in the drill. Obviously remember we don't tend to use the vertical bridge in the main drill, but we do inevitably use that in techniques, and we use it as the preparation for the shrimping motion we'll do in a second. Left and right shoulder is the command for each of the 2 bridges. Okay, so now we go into our shrimping motions. So remember we've covered 3 types of these. We're just going to drill them separately, one by one. So first we're going to drill our simple shrimp where we come vertically upwards. We just contract the hip without posting the feet for additional. So from this position, just as a recap, we're going to come 1, keep the elbow in, through
Remember to try and have knees pointing to the floor. Make sure that the hips aren't resting nice and flat to this position, and then come back. And then we do the same on the other side. 1, 2, and then back. Again, that is going to be 1. So again, we're going to do this 20 times. Okay. So basic shrimp. Let's go. So each knee, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Final 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yasume. So that was our first type of shrimp. The second is where we posted our foot to the side. So this time, just a demonstration first. Go from here, post the feet, and your goal is to get your hips to the 90-degree line relative to where you started, and then come back. So 1, round, and then back. Okay? This time we're going to do 10 left and then 10 right. Ready to go? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yasume. Our final drill, the final new movement that we introduced, is the reverse shrimp. So this time, our goal is to go forward with this one. Because you are covering ground, you can see in the last exercise I had to adjust a little bit, because very slowly you start to creep backwards with the shrimp. But with this one, you are definitely going to move forwards. So you'll probably need to readjust. I know that in the space I've got here, I'm probably going to be able to manage 4, and I'm going to have to readjust, okay? So you can do that if you want to increase the difficulty. You can forward shrimp, reverse shrimp, and then regular shrimp back to get to your starting position, okay? So from this position, remember, we're going to bring the leg across, post the foot, drag, across, through, and then down. We get to here, and then we're going to reset. Okay? Remember, let the weight of your legs and your momentum carry and tilt you to slightly elevate your hips and reduce that friction with the floor. Okay, so let's go. Bring the foot across. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku. And then backwards. And again. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi. And again. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku. If you want, reverse shrimp your way back, or regular shrimp your way back. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku. Or you can do it the fun way with a roll. And again, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich. Okay, so those are our 5 drills. So we have our 2 bridges, vertical, which like I say we don't use as often, and our left and right, and then our 3 basic types of shrimp. So next we're going to go into our routines. We're going to put that into conjunction with everything else we've done. Good luck. Okay, so we're going to start our first continuous drill of flow, putting all of these together. The first one we're going to do is going to be 3 minutes long, but it's going to be slightly slower than the ones we did in the last video because we now have so many more movements. What I want you to do on this first time, it's going to be 3 minutes continuous, but I want you to make sure that you're thinking about your technique and that you're trying to get into a sort of mental state of continuous flow. I also want you to take the time to visualize what you're doing with your partner, because that counts for a great deal when you're doing this exercise to get the most out of it. So we're going to go slightly slow, but it's going to be steady. It's going to include all of the movements from workout 1 and all the explanations about that, and the movements that we've included now. Okay, so 3 minutes, starting now. So we're going to begin in Shihoga Kame. So first, left foot out, in, right foot out, in, left foot out, swivel, swivel, spin, left foot out, swivel, guard, left shoulder, right shoulder, backward roll, both feet back, swivel, guard, regular shrimp. So remember we go 1 and 2, we do both sides, backward roll, left foot, swivel, spin, both feet back, swivel, swivel, guard, reverse shrimp, 1, 2, regular shrimp, 1, 2, left shoulder, right shoulder, shrimp, backward roll, left foot out, swivel, spin, both feet back, in, left foot out, in, right foot out, in, both feet back, swivel, spin, both feet back, swivel, guard, left shoulder, right shoulder, backward roll, left foot, swivel, guard, shrimp, left shoulder, right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, reverse shrimp, regular shrimp, left shoulder, right shoulder, backward roll, left foot, swivel, spin, right foot, in, left foot, in, both feet back, in, both feet back, in, left foot, in, right foot, in, both feet back, swivel, 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 spin, right foot, swivel, spin, left foot, swivel, spin, left foot, swivel, guard, left shoulder, right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, shrimp, reverse shrimp, and yasame. So that's our first routine done, and you can repeat that again if you just want to have in a workout that's exactly the same intensity, and to give you time to get used to all the movements. But once you're ready with that, then you can move on to the next and final workout as part of this day 2 workout routine. Okay, so we're going to go into our final workout of this day. This time we're only going to do 1 minute, but we're going to do it faster with increased pace, increased intensity. So if you're not used to all the movements at this point, have another go at the previous one first, get used to that, and then when you're happy, then go for this one. It's only going to be 1 minute, and as before, if you need to do it more, then you can replay it. So 1 minute starts now. In our guard, left shoulder, right shoulder, backward rock. Left foot, in, right foot, in, left foot, in, right foot, swivel, spin. Both feet back, swivel, 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 spin. Left foot out, swivel, guard. Left shoulder, right shoulder, shrimp. Reverse shrimp, reverse shrimp. Backward roll. Both feet back, in, both feet back, in, swivel, swivel, spin. Left foot out, swivel, guard. Left shoulder, right shoulder, backward roll. Both feet back, swivel, spin. Both feet back, swivel, guard. Backward roll. Both feet back, swivel, spin. Both feet back, swivel, swivel, spin. Both feet back, swivel, spin. Both feet back, swivel, guard. Left shoulder, right shoulder, backward roll. And yasame. So, as before, I hope you found that workout enjoyable. Let me know if you did. Let me know if you want it to be longer, if you want it to be shorter, if you want to do more drills, whatever it is you want, let me know. Remember guys, even though we might be isolated, we're still connected. So keep talking to each other, keep staying safe, don't go out if you don't need to, wash your hands, look after yourself, and remember, train as much as you can. Just because you're not at the dojo doesn't mean learning stops. See you in the next workout.